Hello, you people. This is it, man. Bottom of the barrel. I mean, I thought the Flesh Guru pod was bad, but... oh. Let me tell you all a quaint little story about how your friendly neighbourhood toy reviewer got into such a mess. It all began with a whooshing noise, followed by an explosion.
Toys. Everybody loves them, from children to adults. And no matter if you call them dolls or action figures, they're all still gonna be considered toys. And what comes to the internet because of toys? No, not a jar, but a whole window of content to be made. Sometimes being extremely weird, and sometimes being unexplainably weird. But I'm not talking about stuff like Zootopia Judy X Nick skits. Oh god, that was a thing? Or Spider-Man reviews toys. Wait, 1.2 million views? Are you... Wait a minute. That gave me an idea. Hello everybody and welcome back to Detective Doge Reviews Toys. And today we're going to review the toy called Peekaboo Elmo. Anyways, I'm not talking about Mystery Cars Egg. What? I'm talking about actual reviews on toys, describing details on the toys, accuracy on the toys, and how well they function as toys. And with my time being here on the internet, I can definitely tell you that a lot of these channels probably slipped into our algorithms when we were kids. But one toy review channel would be more appealing to a teenage audience. It didn't have any weird thumbnails or toddler type content showing, but actually had reviews that were genuinely interesting, and along with that, they had their own way of adding their own comedy with these reviews. What's this channel, you ask? That channel being Votesaxon07. Votesaxon07 is a toy review channel, but not one of those generic Disney toy review channels, but a diverse and nerdy channel that reviewed toys from Doctor Who, Star Wars, BattleBots, Ghostbusters, Marvel, and other nerdy series or movies. Steven's nerdy and critique approach is what made Votesaxon07 so different from the other toy review channels. And with the toys that he reviewed being aimed more towards nerds and teens, this allowed his channel to have a more mature audience. Sure, his content wasn't necessarily the highest of quality, but it was definitely entertaining, such as his Doctor Who sonic screwdriver modifications to make the character options toy more accurate to the show, or his custom Robot War models, or just regular reviews that were filled with the passion of his nerd self. He was a huge figure when I was going through a Doctor Who phase. Yes, I was a nerd, live with it. I enjoyed watching his reviews, mostly because of the sonic screwdrivers from Doctor Who, because they were pretty cool. But from what I've seen throughout his channel, there were so many personal problems that affected him during his time on YouTube, such as when his parents passed away, which not only affected him, but affected his audience who was used to seeing them in different reviews for comedy and wholesome purposes. Or when he saw that his audience only came for the Doctor Who content instead of content that he actually was proud of. This caused him to share his rage by recording him smashing a TV with a hammer. Or when his channel was killed, not terminated but left to rot due to copyright issues. But a lot of these personal problems were able to leak into some of his content as jokes to, from what I know, to numb the pain. And honestly, Stephen was so strong, even if everything kept hitting him. Okay, just stop. I know I'm complimenting this guy because he was a pretty big part in my early teenage years, but I seriously can't compliment him without feeling disgusted. Why? You'll find out soon. But for now, just bear with me. Stephen's strength throughout these rough times was immensely strong. He started up his new channel and re-edited all of his old videos to better fit YouTube standards. And things started to look up for Stephen as the years passed. He got engaged to Elizabeth King. From all the research I've done, it is safe to say that they have probably split ways as of right now. He was involved with the Robot Wars community, which made some of his childhood dreams come true. He traveled the world a bit, and overall, through thick and thin, he was pushing through. Until the year 2020. During 2020, he still kept reviewing toys. But with the coronavirus still spreading around the world, he wasn't really able to interact with his friends like he would in person.
Get away from me, boyo. Keep your germs away from me. I'll stab you.
But Stephen still made content. He even stopped smoking that year and started vaping.
What the fuck?
But I think you all know why you clicked on this video. Let's talk about what makes this case so bloody. Natalie McNally, a 32-year-old pregnant woman, had apparently been dating Stephen, according to the news articles. But on the night of December 18th, a man would break into Natalie's house and brutally stab her to death. She was 15 weeks pregnant. The next morning, Stephen visited her house and arrived only to find the corpse of Natalie McNally. Stephen would call the police, and the police were quick to place him on the suspect list, but Stephen had an alibi. Stephen was live streaming that night, so there was no way he could have been the murderer of Natalie. But that all can change if you look closely at the live stream. At the beginning of the live stream, Stephen instantly says that he can't respond to chat due to technical difficulties. Already some bullshit, because it's extremely easy to set up a live stream chat for you to see. I can even do it.
Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame.
And he even said that he could use his phone to pop in and check chat, but he never does.
I could use my phone to dip in every now and again and check it.
Throughout the video, you can see Stephen get drunk and soon say things that just further incriminated himself.
I need to kill this bitch. I need to take her down. Fucking unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. So I thought you were supposed to like run him off the road and kill him, much like your woman. I did hit you, and I liked it. You don't know me. You don't know what I've suffered. Get the fuck out me why. That's what would happen in the real world. Abso-fucking-notly. Abso-fucking-notly.
What makes this livestream even more disturbing is that when people were watching the livestream, watching and enjoying and having fun with Stephen, little did they know that he was out there murdering an innocent woman. And what makes it even more disturbing to me is that I was watching that live stream. And now I know what he was doing when I was watching that live stream that Christmas. This soon led detectives to piece together that this video was recorded 2 nights prior to the night of the murder. And Stephen was, of course, arrested. It's honestly disgusting to know that right after the murders, he posted several posts that were basically angst, to say the least, having people sympathize with him and his losses of that year, but only to find out that he was the cause of those losses. When I found out about this case, I couldn't believe that this was once a strong, funny, and uplifting toy reviewer actually turned out to be a dangerous and disgusting murderer. When I went back to watch the videos, I found that the dark humor was more disturbing after finding out who he really is. And I might just share it with you right now.
Bloody things I have to do for the internet. Right, here's my shed where I keep all my little props. Alright, come on kid, wake up.
Please,
come on.
See my family,
no,
please.
come on, I need you for a video.
Please.
No, get up, come on. I need you for a video, come on. Let's go, come on. Right, come on kid, there they are. Which one do you think's better? Come on.
This one?
What? Really? Really? This? Why? Why? It's just nothing but cheap plastic! I mean, that one's perfect! That's it! Back in your shed! Come on! Back in your shed! Get back in your...
Needless to say, I cannot look at that channel the same way I did ever again. I kept and I am still trying to piece together what went wrong in his mind. My top theory was that his depression and the stress of a newborn child caused him to commit a horrific act. But unfortunately, we won't know until we hear Stephen in court. So let's try to draw up a conclusion. Votesaxon07 was a toy review channel that reviewed toys that weren't very typical to most people. Its content made many people laugh and nerd out, but unfortunately throughout the years, the owner of the channel would soon take a sinful turn. So what's the future of Votesaxon07? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if the court finds him guilty, I personally hope that he rots in prison. But for now, the channel will probably never go back to the way it was. I honestly can't say anything but that I am shocked and disgusted by this. But I will leave this one comment left by the Celestial Toy Store, who had his replicas reviewed by Stephen multiple times. As someone who I considered a friend, what you have done is beyond incomprehensible to me, and is as shocking as it is McCullagh. I've known you for the best part of a decade, and I've been there for you when your mother, then your father passed. We even had a great night out after London Comic-Con. I appreciated your support of my replicas and your friendship, yet underneath it all, you are capable of taking the life of a young woman and her unborn child with such calculated deceit and arrogance. Shame on you, Stephen. You had so much going for you, yet you chose to do this? Great way of honoring the memory of your departed parents. If you're found guilty, I hope you rot in jail for the rest of your days. Votesaxon07 was a part of my childhood, or teenhood if you may say. He was a channel that I used to go to when I was sad and needed a laugh or a nerd out. But now he's a man that I despise and hope rots in prison. I do sometimes watch his old videos to try and piece together and find reasons or clues about what went wrong. But like I said earlier, I probably won't get an answer until the court date. He has put not guilty though, but I don't know what to believe as of now. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this new episode of Detective Doge. And if you have any other suggestions, please let me know in the comments below or tag my Twitter. Anyways, this is Detective Doge, and I hope to see you for the next investigation. And rest in peace, Natalie.